Okay, so here we are with another, do I call them Let's Plays? Video basically just going over an old game that I grew up with, revisiting old classics, I think I've called it. So, when I last left, we just finished the creature stage and managed to transition into the tribal stage without the game crashing, because I'm using a mod called Forgotten SPORE. Now, I used to play this game years ago, and I recently reinstalled it on my machine, and I had my old save files on an external hard drive when I used to play this on a laptop. And I just copied and pasted it in, and it happened to have this mod installed, so I just started playing it with it and just wiped everything else. So now, because the tribal stage actually loaded up whilst in the game, this means that when I transition to the civilization stage, I think I have a chance again of the game possibly crashing. Just turn the audio down a little bit. Hopefully that's not too quiet. Doesn't sound any different. Oh well. So the aim was to make these dragon-like creatures, and I think I didn't have any target for what type of civilization I wanted them to have. I've just been playing down the route of carnivores. So I think we're going to try and flip things around and go down a peaceful route through the tribal stage, other than obviously killing things for food. So there's different ways you can actually raise your tribe into a civilization. So you can either play the role of 100% tyrannical and then become a military state, peaceful throughout, you're religious, or a bit of both, and you end up being what we call the traders. So because, if I go into my creature thing here, all throughout its history, it's not loading fast enough, all throughout its history it's basically been in the red, and at the moment it's aggressive. But if I move it up to industrious, there is I think there's still a chance that I can have the civilization stage be the trading type. I can't quite remember, but that's what I'm going to aim for. I'm going to aim for them to get into the industrious category, which is a balance of aggression and peaceful stuff. So this guy's going to die. They don't have enough good tools, so just make baby. So this mod, usually you wouldn't be allowed more than, I think it was 6 tribe members, but with this mod you can have a huge amount. He's coming back. So I should be able to, so I've got the option of wooden horns and throwing spears. So I'm going to give them wooden horns and be peaceful to that tribe because they're friendly enough. And then I'm going to be hostile to the other tribe. So if I remember right, you get 5 rival tribes throughout the whole time you play. And 1 tribe is extremely aggressive and they're very difficult to befriend. But they're also very quick to grow, so they're difficult to defeat in battle. And then there are 2 who are kind of not happy to be around you. And then I think there are 2 who really don't mind. So I'm going to befriend the 2 who don't mind my tribe. So there's 1 already. And then I'm going to befriend 1 of the other ones. And then I'm going to be aggressive to the other 2. Right, so should have enough now. I think we'll give them the wooden horns first, because there's a nice peaceful tribe nearby, and I'm going to outfit them. So we don't have much materials at the moment. It says too many parts, even though I should have unlimited complexity, but I guess it doesn't translate into the this outfitter. I should be able to open it up in the creature creation studio and change it, but I won't be able to actually have those things happen during this play session. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all 3 of these guys. There's not enough food at the moment, but there will be soon. They go and do that. So all the creatures I've seen so far around the tribe are my own creations. In fact, all of them are. Yeah, all of them are. Even this rival tribe over here, they are my own creations. So, you can have another baby. You keep getting food. And then what we're going to do is when that baby's grown up, it'll be able to look after the tribe's food supply, the tribe's tent. And then the other 3 will go and impress the other tribe and get them on our side. And then they'll bring us food now and again. This one's been spinning in the air for ages. Gosh, these are so old. He's nearly grown up, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select them all, except for that one. He's staying there. We're going to be friendly, don't want to be mean. Where's their chief? There's nobody there, they're all asleep. So I could, in theory, go and steal their food, but I'm not going to because I want to befriend these guys. Just waiting now. I know there's a guy down there, but it really needs to be done in front of the chief of that tribe. There's nothing yet. Oh, here we go. So we're just going to wait. And they flew over, so I've only got flutes, so that's all that they'll be calling for. Come on, land! They're waiting. Get them to land. Land. There we go. Come on, stop it. This isn't a problem with the mod, this is just a general problem with the game. So normally you'd leave them alone, but I'm not going to. I don't know how they're able to play a flute properly, but they aren't using their hands. Right, now there we go, we've got more tribes appeared in the vicinity, so yes, we're all very jolly, very happy. So, send them back, and now we need to start getting there's two there that don't like. There's one there that really doesn't like us, and two that kind of don't like us. So what we're gonna have to do is this little guy is gonna have to keep getting the eggs, put their instruments away, put them away. Fine, be that way. Do it the hard way. We want fishing spears. We want you to be a fisher. We've got some friends nearby who he can go and do fishing with from one of the other villages. Start getting the food stock up. Because they're omnivores, they should be able to catch a lot of different things, and we're just going to keep throwing babies out. Now, if you missed the last video, basically they had two pet versions of their own species. I don't know how that works. And they killed one of them for no reason. And it's a baby one as well. This isn't a adult. This is a baby version of themselves who is making eggs that they are eating. So they're in a sense cannibals, because they also ate the one that they killed. Now that's not a problem with the mod, because I went and did some playing without the mod on, and the same thing kind of happened there as well. It happened, I think, 1 out of 3 times. So it is random, I think. Still very, very strange. So what we're going to do is, now that we should have enough, we're going to get the throwing spears, and then we're going to produce more babies, give them all spears, and send them to kill that other tribe. Need to get the these 4 need spears. Oh, it's a good thing they got weapons. Who's attacking? The blue, the Cyan village. Cyan village. Are they attacking? Oh no, it's the green ones. I could be friendly to them, but I'm not. Chief to repair that. So they've just stolen some food. We'll leave them for now. We need to get our population up. Get these guys. Oh yeah, there was like a Triceratops dragon thing. So they have spears, they should be able to kill these animals, but they're just not doing what I tell them to. Okay, yeah, now get food. And the chief, you can get the eggs. So we need to stock up on food. Go and kill another one. Just throw babies out. We'll get rid of the green tribe. Who is it this time? Lavender Village. So I've got two that don't like me a lot, so I'm going to get rid of them. So he can get spear. And he can help fight. The AI is pretty damn stupid though, I mean, he's just standing here. Now they need to fix this mess. Start gathering food. The chieftain should be back soon. Need to keep adding the babies because the other ones other villages are just, their populations are growing very, very quickly. Right, they are healed enough. They can go and get more food. The more of them there are, the faster. The better. If I remember right. There we go, holding shift and dragging. See, they all gathered food super quickly there. This stage seems to just take ages. I think this is more difficult than the civilization stage, to be honest, because by the time you start to get a population big enough to attack one of the other villages, they just attack yours, and most of the tribe members are incompetent because their AI is terrible. I mean, why are they flying? A lot of them are just standing there as well while they're getting hit. You start getting your foods. As long as I keep getting the babies, to keep being born, won't have a problem with the tribe being empty. Right, so I'm going to take these ones, and we are going to attack Green Village. And I'm going to get the chieftain to start fires. They need to get spears because the trouble's on the way. So, how many of them? That's the last one. They need to destroy this to make sure that they don't come back, steal their food. There's not enough tribe members to defend this place. But I do need to wipe out one of the rival tribes. So we'll send them back. Except one of them. One of them is going to go and do this. We have to make sure their food stocks are really low. Then they can't have babies. Those who aren't doing anything, Green Tribe is starting to come back. See, now we're starting to have babies. we're going to have to fix this. To get rid of that. They will get spears again or something at some point. All that matters is that we take all their food so they can't have babies. We have to, and it's cruel, we have to kill the babies. And we have to destroy their hut. So they've got no food, no babies. Their hut's damaged, but it's not good enough yet. We have to actually destroy the hut completely. So I'm going to leave the chieftain to destroy the hut. He can help. This guy's hungry, but he's not eating. He needs to eat. Right, so now I can give them throwing spears again. And I can give them some stuff to play music when we have finished with this enemy tribe. Don't need that guy there. The rest of them can all get spears after they've put their loot in the basket. And then they can go and kill these. Get the food. More babies. I don't want to attack my allies, I just wanted to pick the basket up. So soon we will have this tribe will soon be gone. Guy flying around in circles. So yeah, that tribe's gone. Rejoice! One nuisance gone. So what will happen now is these three are gonna go and get maracas. These three are gonna go and get some more food. We have enough babies. They can all harvest the food. Okay, there's random fish on the floor. That's strange. So I'm hoping to get the tribal stage finished in today's video, but we will soon find out if that's going to be possible. So wooden horns and flaming torches. Flaming torches will burn the enemy cabin faster. So we've got maracas, we want the wooden horns. These two can go and help the fisher out because he's working hard on his own. They can go do this. And now I'm going to take these guys. I'm going to be peaceful. Green Village is gone. Lavender Village is still strong, and so is Cyan. We're going to be friends with the Cyan Village first. I need at least 10 food first to give them a gift so that they won't attack me. So we will soon find out whether or not that's possible after I've salvaged some eggs from the from the very, very tiny baby version of themselves, who is technically not a very, very tiny baby version of themselves. I don't know how that works. Right, we should have enough now to give them a gift so that they won't try and kill us. Oh, somebody ate it. We'll go and give them a gift and then I'll try and impress them, and then they will hopefully become our friends. You've got everybody else in that tribe is either fishing or sleeping, and you've got this lone guy who's just chilling by the fire and is like, what's going on here? So now this might be a little bit difficult. They might demand more instruments than I actually have. Are we ready? Oh, this game is so glitchy. Yes, stay out the air, please. And they're still not doing it. I don't know why. I have no idea why they're not doing it now. Like I said, this game is incredibly glitchy. It's nothing to do with the mod, because this used to happen to me before. The game is just extremely glitchy. Right, because that's not working, we'll try this. Wait for them all to get there. I know there's raiders. This should not take long. It's just not doing it. It needs to start the performance. I don't know why it's not doing it. Hopefully they won't change their mind and start behaving really aggressive anytime soon. They're attacking the hut, but we can still be friends. Accept the gift and send your boys away from my place. So hopefully they'll actually accept the gift and not just suddenly attack, because I've had that happen before. Because they try and get somebody. Let's try performance again. Please work this time. Again, it's not working. It's not working. Well, they're satisfied at the moment, so we'll return to this village and try and entertain them. These guys need to repair. So far, the other two villages don't appear hostile. But I'm just trying to make progress, and it's not, they're not doing what I want them to. Where's the chief? I need all of them here. Because they're calling out for instruments, but the chief's not even there to direct the instruments. So they're just going to stand there. I think it's a problem with the chief. I do this. You need the chieftain to conduct the band. I know I do, and I'm trying. It is a problem with the chief, so I think I will send them all back home. And I'm going to get the chief in trouble with some animals so that he has to respawn. Where's something that'll destroy him? These guys, maybe. So I'm going to get the chief to die. Guys with the spears should really be out hunting. So what I want is again, the chief is misbehaving. He's not behaving how he should. These other creatures that I made were very, were much better, I think. Yeah, he's not behaving properly. Other creatures are not even noticing he exists, so... Normally I wouldn't save, but I'm gonna save And I'm going to reload, and hopefully it will work. If it doesn't work, I might have to end the recording and try and get it to work later. I mean, he seems to be behaving now. It's because he didn't have his staff. He needs his staff. They were all starving, but it's because the chief was being stupid. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and try and impress these guys. Hopefully before everybody starves. And then we're going to go and impress the Cyan village. Before I do that, yeah, I can't place that yet. So this should work now. He was just missing his staff or scepter or whatever it is. The other guy needs to land, but he's not landing. There's always something glitching in this game. Right, this should work now. Here we go. And normally you'd go away, but no, not us. We're going to try and get them on our side. The only thing is, these friendships clearly don't last, because when you get to the civilization stage, these other tribes, they're gone. They get wiped out. So, yep, they can go home. So we send them home. And then the Orange Village are quite weak at the moment, but they won't be for very long. They're growing extremely quickly. So I need to swap out the throwing spears for stone axes and get them over there to kill the other tribe before they get too big. That guy that's on his own, he can stay here and do that. They need to get to Orange Village quickly and kill them. I mean, their tent isn't even there. That's glitched. It should not be like that. But this might make my job a little bit easier. Again, this game is super glitchy. Wipe them out instantly. That should not have happened. But it did. So those guys should just run off and die now. Instead of walking away, everybody can take some of their food. Yeah, they just drop down dead because their village is extinct now. They just run off and die. Go back to the village. Not wasting any of this. Did he just eat it and not take it? There are so many of them that are starving. Bad AI. Really bad AI. He's next. So there we go. Now we can make them bigger, and we can add the final instrument that we need, which is the didgeridoos. So 4 of these guys are going to become didgeridoo players, and then 4 of them will be flute players, 4 will be maracas, and then the rest will be whatever. These 4, not 5, please. Wooden horns. Need more babbies. So they don't seem upset, they seem happy enough at the moment. Which is fine, because we don't want them to attack us, not while we're setting up for going to entertain them. Got 1, 2, 3 who can go to maracas. And just 1 more of the babies, and then there will be enough instruments, and 1 of the babies can supervise the rest of the tribe. One of these guys is not doing his job. He should be out here fishing. He needs a maraca. And then we're going to select all of these guys. And now we're going to go and make friends with these guys. Now, when I've finished making friends with this tribe, that will be the end of the tribe stage. And compared to the other stages, yes, it can be finished quite quickly, but it's also the most difficult. I had a glitch there that allowed me to wipe out an entire tribe instantly because their tent did not spawn correctly. They usually don't ask for more than 3 instruments to play. The amount of instruments that you have is important when you're doing the instrument requests, because they might say they want three flutes or 3 didgeridoos, and you might only have 2, which is not good enough. But I've got 4 of each, and they usually don't ask for more than 3. So it should be quite quick. There we go. That's all done. So we can now move on. But before we do, I must save the game. Now, regardless of if it crashes or not, this will be the end of the video, but we'll soon see if it crashes. And we'll also find out which type of civilization they'll get. So they're still an aggressive tribe. I think I was supposed to go and be friendly to 3 tribes. Or no, 4 tribes rather than 3. But oh well, it doesn't matter. Now, it's not crashed yet, but I'm also a bit lazy when it comes to this part. So I am going to choose one of my very old builds, which is this one. And that will do. So just because I'm lazy. So yeah, they're deciding to go to a military civilization. Now we get to choose a vehicle or build one, but I again am lazy and I made an old one, so I'm just going to use that because I'm lazy. It's slow but powerful. And the game crashed. So, like I said, it's I had a feeling it was this stage that happened in, so I'm just going to start the game up again and just to see if I can actually skip ahead to the civilization stage without having to load the game up, you know, inside the game. Now, I think the reason it does this is because the planets are much bigger and it doesn't know where to build that civilization. So, if I cannot, don't need to connect. So it only allows me to play the tribal stage, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to set it up over here, the civilization stage, and I am going to have to choose the creature. So unfortunately these guys, they're gone. I'm afraid they got hit by an asteroid. The civilization was wiped out. But there's a civilization just like theirs over here. And no theme. We'll go normal again. Now they were going to be military, we're going to stick to that. Just random, as long as it's a building. It looks like a building. It's a different planet. So the game will load now, at least it should, because it used to. I mean, I could have tried to repeat the same process and advance further through the tribal stage like I did in the previous clip, but it makes no difference. It always crashes. I just thought if my memory was right or not, and it really was, it was right. You see it's how it zooms out, and the planets are bigger, so it clearly didn't know where to place the city limits. So I am going to leave it here. It's the same creatures, it's just when we look at their evolution, it's missing all of that now. Even though it's got all these here, it's missing everything because it couldn't save it. So this is the disadvantage of using mods that were no longer updated. So I'm gonna have to leave it here. So I know this was a bit shorter, but the tribal stage is like the cell stage. It is quite short, and rather than just ploughing on through the civilization stage, I'm gonna leave this one as it is, and then come Friday I will play again and do the civilization stage and make some progress on the space stage. I won't be doing any galactic adventures mini games, just because I want to play this as the original SPORE, with just it happens to have a mod in it. Because the galactic adventures thing makes it more meaty, so you actually have more time spent on planets and doing all sorts of little missions. They are fun, but the aim of the videos that I'm doing are to go through the generic SPORE sections, and galactic adventures minigames were not a part of that. So yes, I will only be doing the advancing to the center of the galaxy, which roughly the planet was about in that gap, and there's this gap here, so they were about the same distance. Sometimes you get a planet that's quite close. I could have gone for the one that's quite close, but I just chose the same kind of distance as before. I believe in this gap here is the Sol system, which is our system, and you can find like a replica of Earth in the game. I might try and find that, but I don't think it's that easy to find, because there are so many planets and stars in this game. It takes such a long time, and I'm sure there's lots of videos out there already that show it. So I'm gonna just leave this here, and I'll return to it again on Friday. Hopefully I won't have any more problems with it, so hopefully it won't crash, and it will play smoothly, and we'll get to see even more crazy creatures and crazy creations, because it started to download creatures and objects other people have made now. So who knows, we may see something really wacky in the future. So I'll leave it here, and remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this SPORE series, and I'll see you again next time.